These are your Unit 4A Day 6 review notes. The first standard that we are looking at is 1B. The directions here are to write a ratio for each verbal representation below. Because this is the review video and your test is tomorrow, I would like you to try these on your own and then come back and check your answers. So pause the video and try these two problems. Hopefully you tried these on your own. On this first problem, we're comparing red apples to green apples. In the first one, red apples to green apples, we have 18 red apples, 10 green apples, so the ratio would be 18 to 10. And the next one, it's green apples to red apples, so even though it's the same items, the order matters. So here, we're looking at this as 10 to 18, because there's 10 green apples to 18 red apples. And our last one here is red apples to the total apples, okay? Because this is the total, we have to add these two together. 18 plus 10 is 28. That's where the total comes from. So our ratio here, red apples is 18 to total apples is 28. Okay, looking at this next one, go ahead and check your work. We have ratio of 3 wins to 6 losses, 6 wins to 10 total number of games, and 3 losses to 10 total games. Okay, how do we get this 10 from? You have to include this tie game. 6 plus 3 plus 1 is 10. Okay, on this page, you are going to use this concrete representation to create ratios. So please pause the video and answer the questions below on your own. Okay, let's go through the answers. We have our ratio here, triangles to circles, 5 to 6, 5 triangles, 6 circles. Ratio of squares to total shapes, 3 to 14. We have 5 triangles, 6 circles, 3 squares. 5 plus 6 plus 13, or plus 3 gives me an answer of 14. All right, so squares to triangles, 3 to 6, and triangles to total shapes, 5 to 14. On this page, you are going to answer questions under Standard 2A. For the first 3 questions, you need to simplify the following ratios and rates. All right, so this is the same thing as simplifying a fraction. We have our 30 miles to 2 hours and our 12 to 3. Now here you can see, oh, that's not a fraction. How am I supposed to simplify that? Remember that ratios and rates can be written multiple ways. So this is a 10 to 6, but you can also write this as 10 to 6 like that, and that might help you. Remember that you have your fraction simplify calculator on your iPad. So use that or simplify using common denominators, whatever works for you. All right, try these on your own. Okay, hopefully you tried these on your own and you were able to simplify them and get the answers here. 5 to 3, 15 miles for 1 hour, and 4, or you could call this 4 over 1. You could also just call this 15 miles per hour, either way. Okay, now we're moving on to our next set of problems, and in these problems, you need to determine the unit rates, just like you were with your project. And remember, to find the unit rate, all you have to do is divide the numerator by the denominator. So for this one, it's 60 divided by 2 equals 30. So the unit rate here would be 30 miles per hour. And remember, you guys, the per is always the one on bottom. So 60 divided by 2 equals 30. So it's 30 miles per hour. Okay, go ahead, pause, and try these other ones on your own. Okay, hopefully you tried these on your own. Remember, all you have to do is divide the numerator by the denominator. You always put the denominator or the numerator in first. So you would have typed 45 divided by 15 in your calculator, got an answer of 5, and it's 5 meters per minute. And remember, you can write it like this, or you can write it like this. It's the exact same thing. It does not matter. All right, so 24 divided by 6, we have $4 per pound. And here we have 27 divided by 9, which equals $3 per cookie. Remember, per cookie, because that's the one on the bottom. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is you are going to rewrite the following ratios into percentages. And I will go ahead and do this first one for you. We have 3/10. Remember, to turn a fraction into a percent, the first thing we do is we divide our numerator by our denominator. So you would do 3 divided by 10. 3 divided by 10. And you would get an answer of 0.3. That's the first thing you do. The second thing is you're going to do 0.3. And you're going to times that by 100 because it's percent, which means out of 100. You're going to get an answer of 30. And then simply the last thing you're going to do is add that percent sign on, so 30%. So 3/10 is equal to what? Very exciting stuff here, you guys. 30%. So that is my answer. 30%. What is my answer? 30%. Okay, beautiful. So what you are going to do now is you're going to pause the video and try these 3 on your own and come back. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to try these on your own and you got an answer of 50%, 25%, and 39%. If you did not get these answers, I want you to pause the video and look closely at the steps I took for each problem. On this page, the focus is Standard 3B. I can make viable arguments and decisions. For this first set of problems, what you are going to do is you're going to determine whether the ratios are proportional or not proportional. And then you need to explain why. So I will do the first one for you. Remember, to determine if a ratio is proportional or not, we do cross multiplication. So we have 3 times 30 on one side, 3 times 30, and that should equal 9 times 10. Well, 9 times 10 is 90, and 3 times 10 is, or 3 times 30 is 90. So, is that a true statement? Absolutely. So we know that these ratios are proportional. And why are they proportional? They are proportional because the cross products are equal. Okay? So go ahead right now and try these next 3 on your own. With this one down here, you guys, you are comparing real world scenarios. So you need to figure out what the 2 comparisons are. For example, for this one, I'll help you out. It's 60 miles in 1 hour. And this one is 130 miles in 2 hours. So what are you comparing? Miles to hours. All right, so miles would be on top and hours would be on bottom of your fraction. All right, go ahead and try these 3. You got this. Okay, hopefully you tried these last few on your own. It's kind of funny thing is they all ended up being proportional. So again, multiply cross products. We have 16 times 8 times 2 times 64. When those multiply, they both equal 128. So they're proportional. Why? The cross products are equal. Same here. We have 60 miles in 1 hour, 60 miles in 1 hour, 130 miles in 2 hours, 130 miles in 2 hours. Multiply the cross products. 130 times 1, 60 times 2, and we end up with 130 equals 130. They are the same number, so that means yes, they are proportional. And what does that mean? The cross products are equal. Moving on. We have 3 miles and 24 minutes, that's Peyton. Ben is doing 2 miles in 16 minutes. Are they proportional? First we have to set it up. Miles to minutes, cross multiply. 2 times 24 is equal to 48. And 3 times 16 is equal to 48. Hopefully you got these done right, and if not, make sure you reach out and ask for some help. These are our last 2 problems. In these 2 problems, we are going to make comparisons based on the unit rate. This first problem, we're comparing 2 bags of popcorn, and we need to determine which is the better deal. First, we have $10 for an 18-ounce bag, and here it's $5 for a 10-ounce bag. So we can see here that we are comparing dollars to ounces. Our dollars go on top, and our ounces go on the bottom because the money here is first, and we're trying to figure out which is a better deal per ounce. I'm going to set this up as a fraction ratio, so we have 10 over 18. To determine the unit rate, what I need to do is I need to divide my numerator by my denominator, so I have to put 10 in the calculator first. So we do 10 divided by 18. 10 divided by 18 is 0.56, so that means 56 cents per ounce, because we're comparing dollars to ounces, so it's 56 cents per ounce. That is the cost for bag 1. Now we need to determine the cost of bag 2. So we are comparing our dollars to ounces, so dollars is on top, $5. Our ounces is on bottom, 10. How do I solve? I divide my numerator by my denominator, 5 divided by 10, and that gives me an answer of 0.5. So this means that this is 0.5, but we don't write money, it's just 0.5, so we need to put our 0 in because it's 50 cents. So here it is, 50 cents per ounce. So which would be the better deal here? We have 56 cents per ounce and 50 cents per ounce. Bag 2 is the better deal. Why? Because it costs less per ounce. Okay? Hopefully you have this recorded in your notes. Steps to solve, and also the explanation. Bag 2 is the better deal because it costs less money per ounce. Perfect. Now your job is to go ahead and complete this next problem on your own. Pause the video and then come back and check your work. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to finish this one. Again, we are finding the unit rate, and here we have trying to figure out which is faster, 400 miles in 5 hours or 500 miles in 7 hours. So we look here, we are comparing miles and hours. So our miles is on top, and our hours is on bottom. A lot of times when you're comparing miles to hours, you'll simply see MPH, and that stands for miles per hour. Okay, so find the unit rate of both of these. For this one, we end up with 80, so it's 80 miles per hour. And this one over here, Route 2, is 71.43 miles per hour. So which one is faster? Route 1 is faster because you are traveling 80 miles per hour, and Route 2 is 71.43. 80 is bigger than 71, so you know that that one's faster. All right, please email me if you have any questions. If not, I will see you tomorrow.